Hello, welcome back. Last time I got out of the snow and landed back in a place that I had been long ago, then came to this weird island where I didn't know what was going on. I just spent a little bit of time messing around here and trying to figure it out. I have at least slightly more of a picture of it now, so I have figured out that I can do these things. I can make a raft in this location, which is clearly useless. I can also actually make a raft in that location, which doesn't seem any better. Then I looked around a little bit farther away and I did spot something. If this were chopped in the water here, and I were to raft west using that thing I can see to my east, I would stop there, and potentially with a barrier made of this... can I do that? No, but I can make a raft there. I was gonna say I could put an obstacle here and raft south with it. There might still be something to this, actually. Okay, so could I get back to that raft? How was I ever there? So the purpose of bridging over here is to get me to this mailbox. That's reasonably clear. What did I do to get to this group of islands, I wonder? Okay, so I can trace backward from where I am. I rafted there from that boulder, from pushing that log, from that rock, from building a raft there, and doing that. Okay, so this raft must have come from... No, I just built that raft there. If I reset on this raft, it just resets this island. I don't know where that raft originated exactly. So at some point I came back here. This got me back to an old section of the game I had seen long ago. I read that inscription, I went there, and I rafted from here. Alright, let's restart the world from this spot. I somehow rafted away from there by pushing off of that, I remember. In order to do that, I will need this tree to tumble over that. And then... I have a problem, but I can fix my problem by doing this. Okay. See, like, this is all stuff I did before, but something about the way this game is put together. Very few things are particularly distinct in it. So, it's hard for me to know that I have already done all these puzzles. Like, I understand that I have, but it doesn't feel like I just did. Okay, so from here, I think I'm rafting west from there. Okay, so same thing. Tumble over that, push there. Whoa, watch it. Hey, right, okay, so that's insufficient. That's right, didn't I spend a bunch of time on this? I was able to, like, get that over there, and yeah, okay. Okay, so I remember that. And getting slightly stuck was memorable. So this is the raft that puts me here. Okay, so that's a good start. Now, while I'm here, is there a way I can take this raft west? No, that raft was built out of those things, so it doesn't look like it to me. Right? Because, like, how would that happen? Why did I make a raft there? So that I could go up and chop that one tree. Okay, so now I have these here. There's almost some potential for, like, adding them as raft passengers here, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, this just puts me right back where I was. Well, does it? Maybe it doesn't exactly. If I could... So yeah, this is for rafting north. There's no way that this can be for rafting west. And even if I could, that still does not help me. Okay, so all I did was put the world back like it already is. Okay, so I was going to give myself like 5 minutes to try and figure out what's going on here. I think my time's up, and I'm going to go elsewhere in the world and try and clean up old things, because I just do not get anything about this situation. Alright, so if I am starting cleanup, right, game doesn't really like to be at this zoom level. Where is the beginning of the game? Let's go all the way back. Do this properly. There it is. Okay, so game started there. What's my oldest unaccomplished goal? Get to this island here, maybe? Now do I think I can do that? Okay, so here's a monster post. Alright, let's have a taste of what cleanup is going to be like. So this island started like that. Puzzles for getting here was just... Okay, yeah, so to repeat that, I can just do this. Okay, great. So to get there, I will need a bunch of extra stuff. Looks like more resources than I have access to. This tree over here was used to make that bridge. Okay, so very start of the game was here. Those are flowers, growing right out of the stone. Okay, well now I know. I'm gonna kick this pillar. No, I'm gonna sit down next to it. Okay. So... Museum for Humans. Okay, I see. So that was the first exhibition. Oh, and this one is the plinth. How silly. Alright, so this island doesn't look to me like it's accessible from here. It looks more likely I'll be rafting from another location. But I'll look around a little more. It would surprise me a little bit if there wasn't something I could do here, now that I have more knowledge. Now look at that island there. Okay, I'm looking at that island there. There is a cycle here. If I were to reset this... I would not be able to get this where I want it, would I? It would end up there, which is not what I want. Okay. So that is not how I break the cycle. Like, my suspicion is I need to undo stuff and go backward, basically. Or move a tree from one island to another. These all seem like very basic introductory puzzles, which is what they're supposed to seem like, so that makes sense. Nothing is standing out to me as especially suspicious here. But what I should be suspicious of is there's absolutely no possible way to raft there. No, with this rock. With this rock here, there's absolutely no possible way to raft there. Hold on. North is open. There's a rock right there. Wait, that just got real suspicious. If I could raft south of that rock with this log knot here, I could reach that island. Is there a snowman there? It's unlikely I'm going to get the answer to that question. The fog is too thick. There is a tree, and I don't know what else. Okay. So, oh, now hang on. There's also potential for west accessibility of rafting. Alright, so what does this look like? Big tree, little tree. Doesn't seem like it's going to be especially possible to put a raft down there. This was a rock that I could have jumped onto if I had known how much earlier in the game than I actually discovered it. I just didn't actually try to make the move onto the rock. Does it make sense to be suspicious of that? I can't do the things I want to do. I don't think I'm rafting south from this island. That looks extremely unlikely. There just isn't an arrangement that feels like it lets me do that. So what are the other possibilities? Too long bridge from here. No way. Not a chance. Nothing really from here. One long bridge from here. Okay, let's evaluate this. Let's say I could have gotten that stump here to act as the bridge, and I would chop that south. Okay, got a horizontal log there. That's incomplete on its own, and there's nowhere I can put it. So I can put it in the water there, but it would not function as a bridge. I can't push it south because its stump is right next to it. And there's really nothing else I can do here. Too long bridge from here, never gonna happen. Right? I think so. Nothing from there. Too long bridge from here, never gonna happen. One long bridge from here. I don't think so. Okay, am I settling on the idea that I'm probably rafting from the west? Well, let's investigate that. So we got that tall tree there. Alright, I want more information. I want to know what is west of this cloudy island, because if that log right there were reset, then I would have a clear raft channel to get through there as far as everything I can see. There are some rocks here, there's an island, there's a tree. That tree is clearly for getting back to that thing from that island. So the purpose of that is unambiguous to me. Here's an island that has to be rafted to. It has... well, I can almost just do that. Okay, so it looks to me like what this wants from me is a vertical too long raft going south from here, which would require, well, one, a vertical too long raft here, and an obstacle there to push off of. Those things don't look probable. Not getting in from the other side. What did this look like originally? That raft didn't originate from there. Oh, okay, so I took the raft from somewhere. There's a log in the water just north of that house of cards. There are some unchopped trees there. What's up with those? It looked like there wasn't any cloud cover, so I'd been to the island with those. Alright, what be this? Rubber duck I never got to. With current understanding, can I do any better here? So it'd be great if that other log could join this one. It currently can't. Yeah, so none of that stuff goes anywhere good. But yeah, this is an old unsolved puzzle. Okay, well what I do see here is, although that's a problem, this is potentially nice for getting a vertical version of this tree somehow, rolling... Okay, yes, I could absolutely do that if I cut that tree from the north to the south and cut this here. So yeah, let's pretend that tree is still intact. Chop, jump, jump, jump. Well, jump, jump, walk, jump. Roll. Shove, shove. Roll, sploosh, bridge. Okay? So that works fine. So I need to raft to this shore. I see a raft nearby. Doesn't have any convenient obstacles at it. Okay, so as I thought, cleanup here is way harder than main game. So far, at least. Maybe I've found the tough puzzles. Maybe I'm just not understanding what to do. I mean, but that's why it's hard. That's what's hard about this game. Just not understanding what I'm doing. Okay, with this many resources, it seems vaguely plausible I could build a raft somewhere in one of these two spaces and have the leverage to push off it. Like, for example, there's my leverage. Okay, great. So leverage is easy if I can join these two in raft ship. And I think I can do that. You go there. This escapes its confines somehow. How will that be? That's insufficient. Wonder how I did the main solution to this. I will no longer have any idea. Great. See, as soon as I do that... Oof. How do I do stuff? That's the question. How do I do stuff? Maybe my end state is not what I think I want it to be. I mean, none of that is going anywhere good. If I put this in the water... That's where I want it eventually. So like if that's in the water, the problem is this will just roll across it instead of stopping and forming a raft. That this is how this puzzle was originally solved. So at least I've reconstituted that solution, which seems beneficial. Okay. I do also note the potential for bridging south to this is not really there. No. No. You bridge north from where those two trees are chopped, and you get to the north shore of there by... rafting south from here? How sure am I about that? Well, not at all. I'm not sure about anything. Jumping off of this removes my access to rolling it. Rolling it removes my access to that tree over there until I put it in the water. Doing anything with this mostly isn't great. Nope, there's no way for that to be a useful state. Right? As far as I can tell. Move, rock. There is no way I can put that first tree in the water first, unless I, like, raft to the north shore of this island. Like, how long a raft chain are we talking here? Maybe this isn't where it ends. Like, if that's there first... The problem is if I put that too long in the water now there, it'll make an obstacle to the south of the raft, and I won't be able to go. However... No, however, nothing. This doesn't... Ah! Okay, well, let me resolve this, at least. The way it was... So, okay, let's imagine getting here from a north shore. Would that help me? Somehow. If I chopped that this way... No, putting it in the water there would not help at all, ever. Let's say I arrived here. I chop this south. I roll it, it ends up where that is currently. And then I'm not in a position to have this join it. Okay, I think I do see... no, not quite. It's one thing short. Okay, so what I saw was, imagine if I had rafted something to here. Like, I added a raft there, I chop this way, at the time that I chop it I have it too long here. I roll south, I put it on the raft, oh no, that would push the raft. Okay, many problems. I don't understand what to do. Okay. So I'm going to go back and reset these trees so that I know I have not done anything productive with them. Right? Your resets. There are no footprints here. I've accomplished literally nothing today. I'm right next to my footprints. There are two icons. There's one here and one here. Let's pick at one more loose end. How about this one? It's raining here. That looks like a spot where I rafted away once. I can raft to this and reset, sure. Oh, that's where the raft came from. Okay, there's a too tall tree there for getting back from that. Okay, so that's a raft destination. Ah! Wait, what? Okay, check this out. There's an island that I've bridged to but never stepped onto. There, technically I improved my stats. Maybe this is the key to everything. Maybe these trees are going to save my bacon somehow. They can become a raft here, maybe. It looks vaguely possible. Not like that. Maybe like this. Yes, like that. So what? What's that for? Nothing? Okay, so here's an island. Looks to me like it's accessed from the south. Alright, so let's go into hypothetical space. This tree is intact and I have some way to chop it from here. Chop, roll, roll upright, roll vertical, roll upright. Nope, insufficient. And also there's a tree there. Okay, so given that I can see that there's a tree to my north and one over there. Okay, so I am not reaching that island from here or from here. Okay, so that informs me that I definitely have to raft to it. That would look like a likely spot, except there's no way to get an obstacle that I can push off of to go south. So what about here? What about a little farther away? I don't think so. Yeah-oh. Is this really what the end game of this game's gonna be like? Or post-game or whatever? Okay. So what's happening here? Hey look, unchopped trees. How have I ever been there? I have no idea. Okay, that does it. Cool. Now that I'm here, unchopped trees, unvisited island with watermelon. That's a lot of potential resources for getting to that one place. This ain't helping anything. That's really not helping anything. So this was the direction that went. Interesting. Okay, so I'd have to do that to have a passage through there. No, this is just the same thing I did already. There's no route to having just one of those logs become a sufficient bridge to here. Do I think this is how I get to the watermelon? How else would I do it? Well, rafting. There's another island in the mist there. What? Oh no. So that's kind of the inverse of what I would want, except, I mean, not really even close, but it's kind of like the inverse of what I would want. Because, like, if I could... no, I can't do any of the things I want to do. Hey, wait a second. Does this do anything of interest? Not really. Does this do anything of interest? I can't do it. That would have to do something. What would that do? Probably slice and put a raft there, and a land raft would get me where I needed to be. Maybe. So yeah, by restricting your movement and forcing that tree to actually fall on you, if I could leave by this raft and get to Monster Post and get to the other side, I could do this. I can't do that though. Hey, wait a second. What about riding this raft north? What about making an obstacle right here? Okay. So new possible end state. I don't see it happening. Well, what about riding that raft south? You're close to being where I want you. Now, hold up. What are you going to do with that? Nothing? Nothing. Wait. Something? Okay, so I can indeed create this situation, right? Which means I can indeed do this. That's not an obstacle to push off of, though. It's just in the way. I can't turn it into an obstacle. It almost feels like it's close to something, but it's clearly just not. Okay. Now I spot those two rocks. Okay, so if I could raft north from here, and rebound off of those, then I could get to the watermelon. Alright, I haven't been looking at the puzzle in that manner, and that looks significantly more possible. In fact, I just did it. Okay. There! I solved a puzzle. I didn't just step onto an island that was still shrouded that I hadn't stepped onto. I did solve a puzzle today! Technically I made progress. Watermelon. Previously thought to be a simple compound of the human words water and melon. We now understand the etymology of watermelon to be a corruption of the exclamation, "What a melon!" which was often triggered by the size of the fruit. Alright. Can I trivially reach that island? Maybe? Yes. And what am I doing at it? I've been to that pile of books, apparently. There's something to my west. Looks like I'm going to be rebounding off of that rock a different way. I think I'm supposed to raft over to access to that post box, because yeah, that's the only way off of this, isn't it? So both... oh. Oh. Okay, you need some assistance. No, you don't. You have that rock. So that's one. Is this two, or will this not work? This'll work. Okay. So that bridges those two. That's nice, I guess. Oh no. I'm worried. These two footprint icons taunting me when I just don't have a shred of an idea of what to do here. I've tried a few avenues of exploration. Almost always, when I've been stuck like this, the answer has been much simpler than the things I've been thinking about. Then again, given today's activities, it feels like there will come a point in this game when that's not true anymore. Maybe that point has come here. Let's see, I formed a raft out of those there, and that did me no good. Just, okay, so what could possibly be my goal here? I'm not rafting from this island. I need to get... If I got a log here, it wouldn't help me. Someday I want to be there. I don't know when or how. No, I don't still know what my goal is from this island at all. There was the whole idea of making a barrier so that I could raft north or south here. There is no way for that to happen. Like, both of these trees can't go east. Like, pretty sure that's a hard and fast rule. There is no going east with those. Unless, okay, there is one way. Well, no, that's south. That's not east. Okay, well, I did a tiny bit of cleanup and I'm still just as stuck here as ever. Fantastic. Whoa. Okay, maybe I'll pick at some other loose threads. Maybe I'll spot something I can do here. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'll see you next time. I spotted something. There's an end state here that doesn't require any raft rides or anything elaborate. It's actually very simple. Here we go. Okay. Okay, this one little raft ride. There we go. Inflatable chick. This charming creature must be the juvenile form of the inflatable flamingo. After hatching from the inflatable egg, it takes to the water, bobbing about until it reaches maturity. If squeezed, it lets out a squeaky cry, presumably alerting parent birds to the danger. Okay, so that's that.